how to become a nomad trader, or simply how to do trading for a living. I will demonstrate it step by step in this video. You can take this as reference if you are thinking about becoming a trader. It also might be useful if you are already doing trading as well. This is a long video. I will cover all the aspects that I have been through over 10 years, share all the mistakes I made, and how to eventually become a consistent profitable trader. So please hit the like button and subscribe to me. Let's get started. First thing first, I'm taking trading seriously as doing a business or a lifetime career. Would you risk yourself to run a business you aren't familiar with? So here's the preparations you need to do before starting this business. You have to decide which asset class to trade. There are so many options. The most common ones are stock market, commodities, forex, and now crypto. I personally trade US stocks most of the time because it's the largest market among all. So I will focus on talking about the stock market in this video. If you don't want to trade stocks but can't decide which asset class to trade, leave a comment and I will help you out. Once you decide which asset class to trade, you need a professional brokerage as a trading platform. I've been using Interactive Brokers for 7 years now. It's a big firm, publicly listed on the Nasdaq exchange. Many billionaires are using it as well. It provides access to most of the stock markets in the world with low commissions. Really convenient. And I subscribe to TradingViews yearly for the stock charts. When you do trading, you need to get access to news quickly. I personally recommend X platform, formerly Twitter, Wall Street Journal for quick news, and also Guru Focus to look at companies' financials. These are the tools I have been using most of the time. When you start doing a business, capital is essential. But how much is enough to do trading? I personally suggest you to start with $3,000 first. You can buy most stocks with this amount of money. I don't recommend using a simulation account. It's not helpful at all and feels completely different from real trading. That's why I recommend starting with $3,000 first. You can test your trading strategy by buying just 1 or 2 shares of the company stock to see if you are right about your strategy. Don't think about making fast money first. For different trading strategies, I will make a video covering all these in future. There are too many companies in the market. You have no idea which company to start trading. Maybe you can take a look at my previous video about one of my trading methods on Sushiro stock for your reference. Now I can eat Sushiro for free for 10 years simply using this method. You can start with the companies you are familiar with first. For example, if you are using an iPhone and many other Apple products in your life, you can start trading Apple stock first. Study its historical price patterns, its financial statements, and get familiar with it first. Then you can start buying 1 or 2 shares of Apple stock when it forms the pattern you are familiar with. If you're a girl who's new to trading, for example, maybe you want to look at Louis Vuitton company stock or Estee Lauder company stock first. You are using their products every day. You must be very familiar with them already. Otherwise, why do you buy their products in the first place? Don't listen to the popular choices around you if you are still new to this market. If you don't even know what Nvidia is doing, how would you be able to make money from trading its stock? Even if you buy it, you won't be able to hold it long enough and sell it very quickly instead. Because you don't know it very well, you have no confidence holding it. So starting with $3,000 first, there's a high probability you may lose it as a beginner. But don't worry about it. Keep trying and learning from your mistakes. If you hate the feeling of losing money, it would be better to do investments like buying bonds instead of trading. I have covered this in my last video on how to do investments. If you really want to do trading, prepare for losing money first. If anyone tells you by doing this and that you will win money for sure, that's a big fat lie. As a beginner, prepare to lose money first and keep learning from your mistakes while doing trading. I'm here to help you to avoid making these mistakes, so that you will become a consistent profitable trader someday. The most important thing to do as a beginner is to keep tracking your trading record. Leave a comment below if you need it, and I will send a template of how to keep track of your trading. It helps to see the probabilities of winning or losing when trading a specific pattern over a period of time. It helps to find out what suits you the most when you do trading. Everyone is different financial situations, from different family backgrounds, and different mentalities. So you have to find out what's the most suitable pattern for you. When I first started trading, I kept looking for the holy grail of trading. After 10 years, I realized that there's no holy grail. You only need to stick to the pattern that suits you the most and keep trading that. If there are no patterns for a few days or a few months, just take a break and relax. You don't have to force yourself to trade all the time. And here are the common mistakes traders often make. The first one is overtrading. I made this mistake a lot in the past, simply because I don't want to miss all the opportunities. When I saw a pattern, I entered a trade. I ended up doing more than 200 trades in a month, paying a lot of commission fees to the broker. You need to avoid doing that. Only look for the patterns with high certainty to trade. How to know whether it's high certainty or not? That's why I ask you to keep tracking your trades, and you will know after a period of time. The second common mistake many traders make is predicting the market. When you start predicting, you are actually gambling instead of doing trading. Because prediction is very subjective. You think the price will go up and you give the reasons you think that are logical, but another person says the price will go down, and he also can provide logical reasons to support his point. This is not a debate. You don't need to prove yourself right. What you need to do is to make profits from the market. And remember, the market is always right. So what you should do is just follow the market. When the market is still in an upward trend, just stay bullish. If the market enters the downward trend, that's when you become bearish. I will show you how to differentiate when the market is bullish or bearish in the next video. So my point is, just be friends with the market. You are not here to prove yourself right. You are here to make money. Once you become financially free or a billionaire, everything you say is right. The third common mistake traders often make is not following the trading rules or keep changing the rules, causing them to lose money. Once you are familiar with what you are capable of trading, you want to establish trading rules for yourself. I'm not saying just the entry or exit rules for a stock. There are many factors you need to take into consideration. For example, I will ask myself 4 questions before the market opens. Am I feeling sleepy or exhausted? Am I hungry now? Am I feeling lonely or depressed? Am I feeling angry or frustrated? If I have any of the above feelings, I will stop trading today. Emotion is the biggest enemy when you do trading. It will affect your judgment. I have included this into the tracking record template, so please hit the like button and leave a comment if you need it. If you can avoid making these mistakes, you are doing better than most of the traders in the market already. It's just a matter of time you become a consistent profitable trader. In the next video, I will share about the different types of trading methods. You can see which method suits you the most. I truly wish everyone who watches this video will eventually become financially free doing trading.